All right, welcome everyone to mindfulness group. Um, Grounding in uncertain times is our theme for this practice. So I want to invite you to just get in whatever grounding and safe feeling posture that is good for you. So maybe you try a couple things out. Maybe it's seated, maybe it's a child's pose, maybe it's laying on your back or in the fetal position even. So I'm going to give you just a moment to um, take your time, get into whatever comfortable, safe posture um, that is good for you this evening. And then don't forget to have, if you're using essential oils, to have whatever calming oil next to you. You could even start putting it on if you want to. Some really good grounding oils are frankincense, cedarwood, lavender, vetiver, whatever you have will work. I just want to invite you as you settle into your posture, just take a few cleansing breaths. Just kind of settling in. And I want to invite you to just give yourself permission to just be as you are. Whatever the day has been, um, invite you as best as you're able to just let the past be the past, let the future be the future, and just come into this practice with kindness and grace for yourself, knowing that you don't have to perform in any way. You don't have to do anything perfectly. All you need to be is just where you're at. So I would invite you just to begin to notice how your body is connecting with the surface that's supporting you. Notice that kind of grounding, that connection. Just bringing intentionality and focus to those parts that are connecting with the ground, the mat, the chair, the bed, whatever it is. And just notice how that feels. Remember, mindfulness is the simple practice of paying attention on purpose to this moment and then just letting whatever you're noticing in this moment just be there and offering whatever it is that you're experiencing kindness and approaching it with curiosity. So maybe as you notice the connection with that surface, you're noticing sensation in your body. Maybe you're needing to adjust to make it something feel a little more comfortable or safe. Feel free to adjust at any point during this practice. If something becomes unsafe feeling, I invite you to meet your needs, to shift as you desire to meet your needs. And just be here, be in your body fully as best as you're able. We're here noticing physical sensations. We're noticing our five senses. We're noticing the emotions in our body. not the stories in our head and the thoughts, but just the physical sensation of things. And then we're noticing what thoughts arise, and we're just letting them kind of float through our mind. We're letting them come, and then we're letting them just continue on their way. So just begin by noticing anything that you hear. Maybe it's a sound in the room, maybe it's the sound of your breath. Just notice this present moment in which you hear. Next, begin to notice whether your eyes are open or closed. Just begin to notice um, any light or dark or shapes or colors. Just kind of notice what you see in this moment. And then shifting, noticing anything that you smell. If you're using oils, you can even just smell your oil. And just kind of noticing the smell of this moment. And then any tastes in your mouth. Noticing, letting everything just be as it is. And then just begin to notice any temperature of your body. Does it feel cool, warm, just right? And we're just kind of noticing our physical body, any physical sensations that you notice. And we're just making space for them. Everything that we notice is an opportunity to welcome it as a messenger, to be present with it. Physical sensation, emotional sensation, without judging it, but making space to listen to it, to explore it, to just be with it. And maybe you begin to notice what parts of you are easy to judge and to not make space for. And then, ever so graciously and kindly, begin to just make space for that part of you that needs a little kindness, that needs a little space, needs a little acceptance. And whatever that is, as best as you're able, you can just begin to be present with that part of you, or humanness. So, whatever it is that you're noticing, whatever it is you're making space for, just be with it, be present. Remember, it's easy to come into our mind and our thoughts. And so, as best as you're able, sticking with the physical sensation, less thinking energy, and more just being present with all of it. I invite you just to kind of notice how your breath feels in your body. Just notice if it feels easy to breathe, if it feels challenging, heavy, shallow, whatever it is, just let it be as it is. Again, make space for it. And then when you feel ready, you can just begin to slow down your breath a little bit. If you're using oils, you can get a drop or two of whatever oil you're using on your hands, and you can tent your hands over your nose. And you can gently draw that aroma in through your nose, drawing it in a little longer, slower, deeper. And then maybe you exhale through your mouth, maybe you exhale through your nose. Finding your rhythm and your pattern of breath. Tinting your nose if you're using oils for a while. And just finding your rhythm of drawing in your life force, your breath. And just exhaling. A little bit of a breath mantra. You can breathe, and in your head, as you inhale, you can say, I trust more. And as you exhale, you can say, I fear less. I trust more. I fear less. You can just keep repeating that per your inhale and your exhale. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. It just needs to be your rhythm, what honors you in this moment. And just as you're breathing, listening to your breath, smelling your breath, feeling your body move as you draw that breath in slow and long, deep and wide. And as you exhale, long and slow. And notice when something arises in your emotion, in your body, in your thoughts. And then, just as best as you're able, just stay in the moment with it. Just letting it be there, making space for it, offering kindness and grace, curiosity. And maybe you're exactly where you want to be in this moment, or maybe you're struggling to be present. Wherever you're at, it's okay. I invite you just to give yourself permission to just be exactly where you're at, offering grace and kindness to yourself and to these parts of you that are coming up into your awareness. Just breathe. Let's be present as best as you're able. I want to invite you to notice where you feel safe. Or maybe you'll notice the opposite, where you feel unsafe. Maybe you'll notice there's parts of you that feel safe and parts of you that feel unsafe. And give yourself permission to just feel whatever you're feeling, notice whatever you're noticing. And then I want to invite you to speak over all parts of you. I am safe. You just speak that in your mind as you inhale. I am safe. Receiving that on your inhale and releasing whatever you need to release on your exhale. And again, just welcoming everything that you're noticing, every sensation, emotion, thought as a messenger. Just making space to listen and to support it, without agenda or judgment, just being present with it in grace and kindness and curiosity. As you continue to breathe and be present with everything in this moment, I want to just invite you to imagine that you're either looking up at the sky, whether it's day or night, you can choose. So maybe it's daytime and it's clouds and a sky, blue sky, or maybe it's nighttime and it's beautiful stars. And I invite you just to observe and notice what you notice. Just continuing to breathe and be present. Just letting your body feel grounded and connected to everything that is around you. Noticing where you feel safe, noticing how that feels in your body, and just allowing your mind to look at the sky. Invite you begin to just notice how your body feels, what has maybe shifted from the beginning of this practice, what parts maybe feel a little more calm and relaxed, a little more safe, a little more connected, a little more grounded. You can just return your breath to a natural breath. We're just going to have a few minutes of just silence. So maybe you want to stay in your posture. Maybe you want to come to a savasana, laying on your back, whatever honors you. I invite you just to rest, ground, just be present. Just begin to you wiggle your fingers and toes very gently. Just bring some gentle movement into your body, wrists and ankles, then elbows and knees. If you want to stay right where you are more than welcome to do that too. Or you can just slowly, if you want to stay, or if you want to, you can slowly just make your way to a seated posture. And just noticing, making space, offering kindness. And then once you're seated, maybe taking a few nice breaths. Feeling that grounding and connection with your sitting bones on the ground. Just notice where you feel more grounded, you feel safer or calm. So thank you for practicing with me. This grounding practice. I come with just gratitude for each of you. So thank you for joining me